Oh!
And with that, welcome back to another
Oh my God!
Times podcast.
I'm being attacked by rabid badgers!
And the badgers make their advance,
Tell me what you need.
Yes.
leaving the attackee helpless in the badger's pursuit.
Yes.
Finally.
I'm welcoming my 6 very interesting guests here on today's Mystery Roundtable. So I'd first like to introduce you to Buddy Buddy.
Hey, I'd like to tell you that, I'm from a family of, woodwind instruments, and it's usually made of brass and played with a single reed mouthpiece, similar to that of a clarinet.
Okay, that's an awfully specific thing you got there.
The introduction begins as he describes an instrument that he claims to be.
Yes. Now, next, of course, we have Silent E.
Yo, they call me Silent E, but I am in my parents' basement all the time, and they ask me what I'm doing, but I'm not gonna tell anyone except for you guys because you guys are kind of cool. Well, I kind of hacked the CIA, but people say that might be a bad thing, but in reality, if you use ethics in it, you got it.
What ways of knowing have you used?
The ethical hacker,
Yeah, the ethical
with his
hacker.
grammatically correct name, continues his pursuit of justice through computer technology.
Yes. And now I have Mirror Case.
Mason, you're grounded.
Thank you.
You're grounded, Mason. Your grades have been slipping for all of the second quarter. Do you know what you're putting me and your mother through?
Mirror Case
You're
inserts
tearing
his
apart.
parental authority.
You're tearing apart the family, Mason.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
It's a problem.
I'm sorry.
What would Matthew think
I'm
about
sorry, I
this?
got a
Tell you
B
a thing or
minus
two
in
about
basket
problems.
weaving, okay?
You got an F on basket weaving on Mars. IB. You're doing the IB diploma. You're a failure.
These specific iterations of classes,
Well, hold
especially
on,
basket
hold on.
weaving
If
on
I may
Mars, tend to
interject, I'd
provide
like to-
trouble for Mason.
If I may
and his
interject, I'd like to say that maybe you would get better grades if you presses a key, a pad either covers a hole or lifts off a hole, lowering or raising the pitch respectively.
Okay. Now, oh,
You what?
okay. Now,
At least take me to dinner first.
I was going to get
How
to
about before that, you hear from me?
Of course. There's, a guy, JK. Now, JK, tell me, what exactly are you here for?
Well, the thing is, tell me what you need. If you tell me what you need, I'll give you the thing. And if you ask me to pick a number, I'll pick 99.99.
I want
And
the truth.
One wonders why
the unit is
JK
percent.
would choose 99.99.
The number I
Let
choose-
us investigate.
The number I choose is
Up and up.
Hey, that's my name.
422.212-71.
What? Okay.
Hey, you know what that reminds me of?
That's
that
pretty
reminds me
hot.
of one of my codes that I have to hack into. I mean, ethically hack into.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
So,
last-ditch effort by Silent E to preserve his hacking lifestyle as ethical. Now, JK appears unimpressed with this explanation for his activities.
Alright, let's get to the issues, everybody. The biggest issue right now, the one that's been always, is going up, paper. Paper.
I can tell you a thing or two about issues.
Okay. Do tell it to us, Mr. Jurbad.
Will he elaborate?
I don't want to.
Are you sure about that?
His unwillingness to elaborate has halted the conversation.
It's probably because he can't get a job at Burger King. You sound just like my wife. Shut up!
Escalations take
Just take the
unnatural
McDonald's
turns.
job!
No! That's so degrading!
You're not
I'm
getting
not gonna work at McDonald's! Burger King! Alright.
You're not getting the Whopperito.
There's a king!
There's no Whopperitos.
I will be the Burger King!
You're gonna be a clown at McDonald's! Accept it!
I mean, I think you guys are in a bad situation, but I'd like to say that my family was invented by the Belgian instrument maker in 1840. He wanted to create a group of instruments that would be the most powerful and vocal of the woodwinds, and the most adaptive of the brass instruments that would fill the vacant middle ground between the two sections.
Oh,
you're a slide whistle, I get
it.
May
yes.
excuse his mispronunciation of vacant. However, drama continues to bud over the validity of a job at Burger King versus McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Well, the thing is, we're kind of digressing a bit.
As usual.
JK has a job at Burger King. You see how it's tearing him apart?
As I said, we're digressing a bit.
He's coming apart at the seams.
Well,
Seems
since I
that
said
way.
that,
This
I
is
would
a
like to-
blessing in disguise. Run while you can.
My legs went to Vietnam. I can't run.
Well then.
I lost 3 teeth in Iraq! What do you say to that? By the way, they're baby teeth.
Now here is where I regain control of this podcast, as now we must discuss the issues. Who's the issue on the table? Well, we have recently been sent papers, lots of papers. In fact, so much paper that we've had to kick Anton out of his office is just so we could store all of our paper there.
Finally.
I know, right? And we are trying to pawn this paper off. Now, what country do you think will pay the highest amount for a bunch of perfect letter-sized paper that all have Chris Jackie's face on it?
China.
But not
The
China.
proposition is made. Which country will pay the most? Silent E answers first, saying China, repeating his answer to emphasize his definitive decision.
Actually, I would say Russia, because, Russia is the paper of the world.
I'd say Mexico because during their annual Day of the Dead celebration, they like to put up a bunch of skulls. I think pictures of Chris Jackie would do perfectly for that.
Who's
I
Chris
think-
Jackie?
Alright.
I'm Guy getting attacked by rabbit
I
backers.
think what we need to talk about is Denmark, because that's where my people were from. I consist of an approximately conical tube, usually of thin brass, flared at the tip to form a bell.
Yes, thank you. You've only added the most helpful points to our discussion. And now, yes, this paper. Russia and China have been proposed. How much do you think they'll
And
pay?
Denmark.
How about we
And
call them
Mexico.
up, shall we?
And Denmark
Yes,
and
let's-
China.
yes.
Denmark and China
Let's call the
have
country
also
The
been proposed.
idea of contacting Putin spreads like wildfire, even if it is not mentioned by the other members of this podcast crew. Will he call? Will he make an appearance?
Oh,
The phone rings.
Dun, dun.
Who is
Mark
it?
yes? Hello. It is I, Putin. Good buddy Putin. Nice to see you. Oh, yes, it is always good to appear on podcast. It is nice. I get it in Russia. You get Tabloid Times in Russia? Of course. I get it through through
Ethically.
ethical
Yeah,
back
yeah.
channels. Yes, that is what I mean. Ethical back channel. Right. So I hear you called about paper. Paper sale is going to be maybe 20,000 rubles at most. It is poor paper. I would normally pay 20 billion rubles for paper. However, considering it has Chris Jackie's face on every single one of them, I have to do a huge markdown.
That's extremely insulting.
Yes.
Although JK does not say it, he is silently pondering. Will Putin buy Purell? Will Vladimir Putin confess
Well,
to collusion?
in order for Putin to win the next election, he's gotta stay healthy. Starts from this.
But Putin, have best doctor in world. Me. I cure all own diseases. Is smallpox cured. AIDS cured. Internal instability problems cured.
Wait.
The Chechens cured.
What about viruses? Computer viruses. Are those cured?
Cured.
Oh, okay.
What about the distinctive use shape of my family to the extent that soprano and even sopranino saxes are sometimes made in the curved style? By contrast, tenors and even baritiones have occasionally been made in the straight style. What do you have to say to that?
I say that I have taken that into account, and I may have that in a new oil venture in Arctic that is totally legal by international law. That is all. Goodbye, Tabloid Times. Ames, we'll be seeing you next time I invade Ukraine. Ah, Putin, nice to see you.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
The interview is complete. What will be the next topic of discussion? Will Silent
Hold on.
E
I'd like to
come
bring
up
the
with
next
another
topic
idea
of discussion.
besides his
The next
natural
topic
happy?
of discussion is about how since 1920, most people in my family, and I'm talking about my family, have key touches, which are smooth, replaceable pieces placed where fingers touch the family.
Ooh.
Are they smoother? Are they smoother than my computer keys though?
Oh.
In my parents' basement, where I spent
Both
most
of
of my
you?
time hacking.
Both of you stop. Both of you said something about either covering holes or touching with hands. Before you do that, you gotta wash your hands and
Okay.
stay healthy.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That's not
Wash your hands
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
That's
yeah.
hand sanitizer.
Yeah?
Wash your hands with a sponsor.
They won't
Jim
And you
cleanse
know,
your
perfect
Jim and
projectile
John's
when you
hand
do that.
sanitizer.
hand sanitizer won't cleanse your sins.
Made completely out of mercury.
Mercury isn't poisonous. That's just fake news.
Mercury poisoning? More
indeed.
like stupid poisoning.
We're like Charlie Connor.
the room
Yeah,
smells
Charlie
like your
Connor.
ass.
He needs.
Now everyone waits as we are about to hear another very personal, very touching anecdote.
Other materials have been tried with varying degrees of success, such as in 1950s Grafton Plastic, Alto, and its recent suppressor, the polycarbonate. That is all.
I have an anecdote.
Go on.
Sometimes when I'm playing the video game Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I sometimes look at the course Cotton Kingdom in the Special Cup and wonder, is this course about slavery?
Well,
There is no antidote. We're doomed!
Charlie, I have a question for you. You say you play Mario Kart, right?
Yes.
How do you play? Do you play it the module thing, or do you play like
Nintendo
Wii
Switch?
Huh. But don't you have to touch the device?
Yes.
But before that, did you wash your hand?
Yes, with Jim and John's hand sanitizer, made completely out of mercury.
What percent of germs does it kill?
It kills all germs, including those really malicious ones in Washington, D.C.
Actually, I
Like
think
the
this-
illegal germs?
No, the illegal germs are fine. We're talking about the senator germs.
Well, Charlie, the error behind your statement was that you didn't include the unit. You didn't include the percent. By all, do you mean 100%?
All germs dead. It's like,
No,
check
we're
this out.
talking
Well,
about
answer my question.
germs and
Check this out.
100%?
I have some hand sanitizer on my hand. I'm going to hit Chris with it.
That was racist.
Now all Chris is nothing but a pile of bones now because the germs are gone. Right,
Oh
Chris?
yeah, if it killed 100%, then it would have destroyed my bones too. So
No.
100% kill
Yeah,
me.
actually, I have some information.
One
to-
wonders if in
Silly
the animal
lalu.
kingdom germs exist on bones. If so, how do lions live? Discuss and evaluate your sources.
How do
Well,
how do
I-
any of us live,
Have you
honestly?
guys heard of Marcel Mule?
Naturally, no.
There are examples of dark-sounding metal pieces and bright-sounding hard rubber pieces. So this Marcel Mule we're talking about used a metal mouthpiece to perform classical music. And I think that is a powerful story in relation to like what I'm saying.
So, let's hear some more from Mason.
I want some carrots.
Yeah, this is where you take place, Mason.
Ah,
This is where you come in.
Charlie
Yes.
professes a love for carrots. Will he follow through? What is he willing to do to obtain carrots?
I'll go to the 7-Eleven, give him my $5. Be like, I'll like some carrots. They'll be like, we got to hook up. And they sometimes just give me like a Tostita. I'm like, hey, Bucko, I don't need this. And like, what'd you ask for? I asked for carrots. And it's like, what? Tostitos aren't carrots? Come on! Am I right?
Is it mayo or mayonnaise?
I think the
It's
scientific
carrots.
term is mayonnaise. However, we must wonder. Silent E.
E.
What is your favorite letter in the alphabet?
It's definitely not E. Can you guess
65.
what rhymes with E?
Purell.
17.
Close. E.
P.
Rel.
EPA, the Energy Association. I figured it out. We're gonna have to use the mercury hand sanitizer to cleanse Washington D.C.
Now,
Indeed.
I think when we're drawing this all to a close, I first gained popularity in one of my uses.
You've
what I
never
was
been
designed
popular.
for. Like, the instrument, that's me, was mostly ignored in Germany at first, then French and the Belgian.
Oh, I get it. Germany.
Germ?
Ah!
Whoa, 99.99
Just use it twice.
100% all germs.
without the unit.
Actually,
Shut up,
it's
you germ.
99.99%. I have
Man
calculated
being
that through
stalked by
ethical
badgers.
hacking.
Germ
This is
any?
another of being a
Germ any?
telling him to shut
I was
up.
ignored by Germany.
Will his
Any.
plea be recognized?
Well, we're gonna
You
find
know
that
who
out.
else was ignored by Germany? Poland, and look where that got them.
We're
Well,
an independent country.
that actually turned out just fine. Well, and on that note, it appears that our podcast is about to come to a close. I'd like to thank all my esteemed guests.
Did you say a pure Purell? A Purell?
Carrots, I need 'em.
I heard that.
So we'd like to thank you again, and we'd all wish you happy reading, and we'll join you later.
Guys, I'm a
P.
saxophone.